Hi everyone, my name is Cristina. I am the host of Metal Pizza. Metal Pizza is a podcast in which I interview people. Interview is not really a word to use because we chat about metal, music, pizza, and everything in between. And this is the 43 episode, but the first time in a live stream. So, welcome to Alex Call. Hi, Alex. How are you doing?
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, hold me tight. She wants to take me home. Feeling good, I've left my blues. The dog is gonna roam. I don't know you, but I've got no place to go. Hit the gas, drop me fast, 'cause I am gonna be bad. You're a bad boy, rocker.
Yes.
Bad boy, rocker. In the crowd, you're having fun. Your voice is screaming loud. Get attention, you got some action. You make your daddy proud. Sounds of conquest, it happens all the time. Hit the gas, get a trophy by, 'cause you know, babe. 'Cause I'm a bad boy, rocker. 'Cause I'm a bad boy. Because I'm a bad boy. Because I'm a bad boy rocker. Because I'm a bad boy rocker.
Yes. Thank you for this free performance for us.
Thank you so much for having me here, Cristina. It's a
Yeah.
wonderful to be here. And let me say that I want to thank Tarja Virmakari for putting us in touch from Metal Shop
Yeah.
Finland. She's a gem, so it's
Yeah.
wonderful. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Taria. And for those that are interested to know more about Taria, there is an episode with Taria also, so
Okay.
check that out. But
Awesome.
how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much. I'm here in the south of Italy. I'm enjoying the sun, enjoying good vibes, really, really high frequencies from my actually also guitar and the Tibetan singing bowls with, I do a lot of sound bath healing, singular individual treatments. So I make people feel good with this sound that is really actually
Therapeutic.
calm, therapeutic, exactly. And people say thank you so much. And people actually ask me what it's for. Singing bowls and rock music. There's no difference. The only thing is intention of the person who does everything he does for the best of himself and for other people.
Yeah.
So I really enjoy make people happy with the guitar, with rock and roll. And in fact, you already listened Bad Boy Rocker. That was featured in a movie called Senior Moment. It's a Hollywood movie by the director Giorgio Serafini. With stars William Shatner, remember Shatner from he
Yeah.
was the Captain Kirk from Star Trek, and Christopher Lloyd, Doc from Back to the Future.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, the movie was released in the cinemas in 2021.
Was in 2000.
And,
Okay, 2021. I was thinking
and
that
now
it
it's
was
been,
before, but not.
it was recorded. It was shot back in 3-4 hours, 3-4 years later. Before, sorry, my English Italian, I have to adjust a little bit. But
yeah, don't worry. This is this is a podcast in which the language mistakes or accent is not a problem because I do mistakes all the time, and my accent is strong. So whatever, let's
Whatever. It
just
just,
be
yeah,
ourselves.
yeah. I like the vibes, and you have a good smile. You have a good vibration. So I like to be here. And I was saying that, yeah, the movie was shot for like in 2017 or something, and it was like released years later. You know, the movie industry, it's pretty interesting how fun it is. You can it's there's a gap between like there's lives going
Yeah,
on and people like change, and you see like actors like I saw Joaquin Phoenix like in Venezia. So because he shot, you know, the Joker number two, the second one, and he was like really skinny, and then you see it like back in the shape. So it's really interesting how you see people changing and how the
yeah.
movie, you know, is
Did you watch the
really.
movie?
You mean the Senior
The
Moment one?
one, yeah.
Yeah, they sent me to the from New York actually. Thank you, Delilah Crieli. It's a great photographer, and she shot like many great rock stars, like including Kiss, Dead Daisies. She toured with them recently in the USA, and we met in
Okay.
Vegas when I was opening for Anvil. Anvil, you know Anvil, the band.
Yes,
And
yes.
so she was there, and she was like working with them. So she started taking picture at me because she was like, she told me we became also great friends. She was happy to see me performing at the Rio Casino in Vegas, where also Anvil was there, and we became friends. And it's great to have Delilah in my life as a great photographer, as a great friend, as a great person who really believes in rock and roll, and she really goes out and takes a lot of amazing, great pictures. And she sent me the DVD. So because the DVD, the movie has been released in America, UK, and I think Australia too, but not in
Okay.
Italy yet. We're still waiting.
Yeah, maybe one day. But how did you end up to work with? I mean, how
Mhm.
your music end up in the movie?
So, okay, in 2019, I had the honor to open for Ted Nugent. So I toured with him for 7 gigs between California and America. It was the make. I have this here. I have the big poster here. So the music made me do it again, 2019, and so the director Giorgio Serafini came to see the show, and he was like really blown away by the energy, and said, "Alex, I want to put one of your songs." In the movie. So we had a meeting after that, and so the Bad Boy Rocker was the last choice.
Nice. That's so
And I feel
cool.
lucky because also now maybe next we will talk about, you know, the tour and with Ted.
Yeah, there is this law of attraction. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Did you read the book? The book there was. I'm not
The
sure if
Secret.
it's the name. The Secret. Yeah.
Uh huh.
So
Yeah.
when as you were talking about good vibes and those
Mm-hmm.
things, when you have those good vibes, the good things come to you at some point. And it's true actually, because I
Can
myself
okay.
experience sometimes it takes many years, and sometimes it's more fast, but if something is meant to be and you work on it and you believe in it, then it's going to happen. So all great things are going to happen if you think great.
Absolutely. And can I tell you a story about this if you want?
Yeah, I want to hear.
So thank you. It was 2008, and I went to see in London. It was the Arena O2, also where the last it was Michael Jackson was shooting the movie, the last one. You know, I think This
Yeah.
Is It or something like that. So it was the big arena, and I went there to see Ted Nugent in 2008. 2008. I saw him. I was blown away by his energy, the music. He was amazing, and it was better than the video that I used. I grew up listening to ACDC. I went to see ACDC. I went to see uh, ZZ Top. So when I was a little kid, you know, I was blown away by the energy, the vibes that were delivering by the stage, and I was like, hey, I want one day, I want to play this music, because it really affects my soul and I feel good vibes, positive energy. So I went to see Ted because he was doing I think a European tour or something like that. So I went to see him in 2008, and it was so great, better than the videos. So I was like that. I was like in front of like front line. I was like, oh my god, this is cool. This is even cooler than video and stuff. So it was like I was really like drowned by his energy, that I was telling myself that one day I'm gonna meet him somehow. I don't know how, but then I was like, I saw him in 2014 when I was in Los Angeles, that I flew in the first time after a little tour that I did with my dad in 2009 just for vacation. So I went for my first time as a musician in 2014, and I saw him playing live for the second time, and then I saw him for the third time. But then at the third time I saw him, because I was opening for him in 2019. It took me like 9 years, because I was like, but now that I'm a spiritual, my job is also like I'm a spiritual quantum coach. So I help people in reprogram from the subconscious bad fears, bad habits, because our subconscious is really like messed up everything. So I help people in reprogram with positive formulas, in believing themselves. So everything is positive, and I'm positive. I really enjoy my life. I do work out, and I eat good. I feel great most of my life. It's great like that. So my body is like a temple, like I love him. We have to like cherish him and honor it. It's really cool. And then I found myself like opening for Ted, and this is how the law of attraction works. But but between years, I was studying guitar. I made a band. I formed a band in Italy, but I wasn't. So I've done everything in Italy. It's not that really good for rock music. So I was my soul was telling me things with the subconscious that I didn't know. It was like, I need to go. I need to do something better for my life. So I went to the United States, and then I started from zero. So I played the Viper Room, the Whiskey A Go Go. I started from the scratches, and then all of this brought me to open for Ted, in 2019.
Yeah, it's if you think it's crazy how things that we just dream about then they become true, and we live them, and the people don't understand how fear can be an obstacle for their life, for our life. So we should get rid of fears, but sometimes it's not easy, because people have traumas and all those things, so they need to work through that. And there are people that are able to work by themselves and get through a better door, let's say. And then there are those other people that they need guidance, but sometimes it's for people it's hard to how to say, to accept that they need someone else help.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So that's the problem, maybe.
I think you say the right thing. I think it's more than a help. It's like a guidance. So you need it's to understand that at one point in your life you need to go over the cliff. Like you need to really get out from the comfort zone and feel that you need to do something good for your life. So like you said, bad memories or traumas can really deal with all that stuff. And I tell everything to my people here in the channel and stuff. So I need to have them understand that even take a walk. So listen to music, good music that really makes your heart vibrate. and resonate with your soul. So love music that it's love for your heart. I mean, like we have from Gregorian music to heavy metal, right? So 200 years of music. So you can put like 12 hours in the background while you're doing your chores and stuff. So it's great. And
Yeah.
you resonate with the music. So
Yeah. And
even me,
music
I'm a
is
musician.
therapy.
Exactly. So I studied, I've been studying and never learning, never stop learning, that our musician, we are actually giving people like something to make them feel good from our playing. So the notes that we create, the music, it's already therapeutic. Music
Yeah,
is
that's true.
therapeutic. So do you play bass, right?
Well, I should start again to play something, but yeah, I use more to play now. I've been not playing that much, and that's this is an acoustic bass. The
Okay.
two bass, that the electric bass, they are still in Italy. At some point, they will come. They were supposed to come this summer with me back to Finland, but then life happened. I was sick, so I was like not up to go and check
Okay.
where they are. And
Okay.
so next year they are coming to Finland with me, because they are amazing. They are amazing,
I
and I
know.
miss
Yeah, I
them.
know.
And for how much I love also this acoustic one, the my Fender Jets, and the other bass that I have, the sound is different. The vibration that you get from the
Right.
instrument is different.
Absolutely.
It's more. It's more. It's something more. Yeah.
Awesome.
But how did you get to be? How did you become spiritual? Is something that you were always, or is something that you learn with time? How it happened?
Thank you for the question. I think, like I was saying before, I felt something inside of me that was guiding me. Being like, I went to Los Angeles and I was always struggling because I was feeling anxious. I was like, oh my God, I need to, like, because the first time I was there for 3 months, actually 89 days. So I need to like concentrate and be focused on the next gig because I didn't have a manager. So it was like, that was every month was my last shot because I needed to like make something happen quick. So with jumping rope helped me alongside the nutrition and body weight workout was actually centrating. I was focused on being really into the workout, and actually was kind of sort of a meditation. But actually, I found out that later on, like 4 years ago. But I was living. I knew that working out releases your endorphin, your dopamine, your stamina. So you're into the point where you feel good. So I was also like struggling with sugar. Sugar is the worst that we can have because really like makes your brain foggy. And I was like completely. I was on one side sad and not depressed, but like anxious to do everything like good because I'm Italian and I was making myself an establishment to playing all these clubs. But every time I played I think I played the Viper Room like 10 times, but every time at the 10 times it was like okay, this is home. But I needed to do something better, like for myself, because the first time it was like great, the Viper Room. The second time, yeah, but I was dealing every day because after that night it was gone, like I needed to like do something quick. And the spiritual stuff was already in me, but I didn't know. So with the study of the spiritual quantum coaching, the Tibetan singing bowls, and the quantum physics that I'm studying, and how we relate with ourselves, because if we are in good vibes, and that started from cutting a little bit the sugar, because I knew that my my feelings were really like up and down. Up and downs all the time. And working out with good diet, like ketogenic diet and intermittent fasting was amazing for me. So I really like lost 10 pounds, and I really became really one piece. Like,
Yeah.
okay, I needed to like find concerts, but I was focused, and I didn't have my subconscious like fear or anxious taking me away, taking me on the other side, the dark side, because it can get really like it takes you. It's like Voladores from Don Juan and Castaneda. The Voladores are the bad energy that like flies around you. When you feel something that it's bad, they're ready to suck on you. They suck your energy. Every time we are dealing with this, even me, every day, I can, I there my kettlebells, and I do kettlebells workout now that I love them. And I feel that I'm every day, like constantly, Cristina, dealing with my brain that sabotage us every day, all the time, because, I'm tired, but I need to go.
It's fun about the brain and the sugar, because the brain likes the sugar, and if you give a bit of sugar, he wants more and more and more.
Exactly.
It's interesting. It's
Because
it doesn't need that much, but there is needed of sugar, of course, in the normal, but then the fact that is the brain get addict to the sugar, that wants more and more and more. It's crazy. And I sometimes find myself to eat too much sugary things. I try to control myself, but it depends. But
I understand. No, it's good to indulge sometimes. It's good to like do something different. But like we also like metal pizza. So, but pizza in the United States, it's different. Pizza in the United States, it's so full of carb, but refined carbs. Like ingredients that are crappy, and one slice is like more than 600 calories. It's something that it's hard to deal with. And to me, I didn't know about all this stuff in the beginning, because something I knew, but I started studying about, I was like down with my energy, and I was taking like candy bars, like Reese's. It's like made of chocolate and peanut butter.
I know that. I never taste. Well, I tasted last December, because was 50% on sale in a store here in Finland. So I was like, let's try. But I don't get the hype for that.
I know, but I was like, oh my god, it's so cool. It's because I'm a sugar addict, and I have a sweet tooth. So it for me was like really like a battle between me and myself. So in one Reese's is 180 calories. Can you believe, like, you eat one Reese's and then you have other stuff like other carbs, and it's really takes you really over jumps you over.
It's crazy, but
also your brain can deal with fat, because sugar raises your insulin. That insulin makes you fat. So we want to have the insulin down, so we burn fat really quick. Also, like doing intermittent fasting and high intensity interval training.
And we are what we eat, they say.
Also.
And one of the things that I always say to people in general is that you should listen to your body, because your body, not listen too much to the brain when we talk about food, but your body asks for certain food at certain time. There is the moment that I know that I want to eat spinach, and I go for that because my body is asking, so I need that. So you need just to listen to it, and it's going to tell you what it needs.
It's
at
good,
least
exactly.
For me, it's like this.
It's also great to have your brain like jump into a good habit. Like you should have green every day. So like I work out every day, and now my brain start maybe saying, no, I'm tired, don't do it. It's like a little devil. It's like, hey, Alex, don't work out because you're tired. But then, no, I was like, oh, no, I need to. And once I did it, once I've done it, I feel great. I feel like I can like uh, do 20,000 miles, like running. But even with food, if we adjust and we have a good habit, it turns into, regular lifestyle. So
Yeah.
diet actually comes from good eating. It's not a diet. Diet, it's as people think, it's restriction and deprivation of something that you actually sometimes you like. I like pizza. I love pizza. I love pasta. In Italy, we have, still the FDA is not here, so we have still ingredient. But in the south is amazing. In the south of Italy, thanks to the universe that I'm here. Also to my parents that we are here together. So we escaped from the north when we were, like it was like bad times. But here we have olive trees, the sun, the food. People are great. People even how the behavior. People actually are amazing. They help each other. There's a lot of communities there living the great life. Like simple life.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But let's get to your music because um, you play power rock with
Yeah,
a trio. You are a trio, and you release the album Bad Boy Rocker in 2015,
exactly.
and it was a success. But are you working on new music? So what's going on now?
Yeah, so Bad Boy Rocker was also re-released in 2019 for my tour with Ted Nugent. I put new music there, but now you can hear it on Spotify, iTunes, is everywhere. So I can sell it. But I'm working to having my new album that I already recorded, and it's new. I have a new album ready to be. I know I'm still finding a good. A dealership with distribution because you know um, the fact that I want to actually have it played on tour, it's what I want, it's what I need
Yeah.
to now do. It's like doing more shows and sell my album, my new album on after my shows, at my shows. I think the
Yeah.
album maybe can call I know the title, but let's do it. It's Unleash the Beast. Or
Okay. And what can we expect from this album? Is going to be uh, similar to the previous one, or there is uh, different sounds?
this album is gonna be much more um, power in a power rock style. So because I recorded in North Hollywood, and I was around by people who really understood how the great thing was the teamwork with great musicians that I play with, uh, the sound engineers, the studio where also like the No Doubt play there, other great bands, and North Hollywood. The fact that you smell the air of rock and roll in this place is it's great. So I was really inspired every day by writing music. I was living right across the Warner Brothers, so I was also walking a dog and my dog, and I was there. I had a dog, so it was awesome because I was like overwhelmed by the music inspirations. So like I was playing the Whiskey, the Viper, all these people like, and also Ted Nugent's song Rocco Nugent is in the album. So we had a feature him for in a song, and I'm really happy. I'm really honored that he was there. So he came to the studio and recorded. So I think it's much more powerful because also I was really inspired by how tranquil and really more calm I was instead of the first time that I was in the United States. So I had the time to be inspired, playing my riff, my music, and be around, rock and roll.
Yeah, yeah. And what kind of thematic are the songs about?
So when I write music, first is I play guitar. So I come from a riff first. So uh, I play around, and I feel that the drum. It's I have a music 24 hours a day, Cristina. So for me, it's like tumpa 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 tumpa, and then I feel like I have to like go to the guitar and start composing a riff, and then I go to the studio. Actually, the lyrics for this album came like a week before going to the studio.
Okay.
The music was already done. The music, so I listened to the music, and then I create the story on this. But I'm a very visual person, so when I create a song, for example, there's a song called in the new album, Lady Horsefly. So I see myself rowing into the river, because there's also a story around this that I was like stung by a really it was a whole big huge horsefly, and but I create a story of how I visualize how the summer is hot, and we are in the boat together with a really beautiful girl, and at one point she bites me in the right spot, and then I create something that can be sexual, but actually it's like poetry, it's positive, yeah. And I get stung by her, but I can have I want more. So it's like it's something like really interesting, yeah. But the song also is really rock and roll, so I like that.
Yeah, and we have just to wait to hear your new music, so everybody should go and follow you on social media and YouTube and so on. But talking about you and music, when did you start to play and sing?
Okay, so I was really young. I was like 12 years old. I was playing around Milan in clubs, like dressed by Blues Brothers. So I was like really in love with John Belushi, Dan Aykroyd. So I was like going around in clubs and cabarets, like they were like stand-up comedies. There was like the only kid. I was 12 years old. I was playing like dressed up like Blues Brothers, playing those music. That music was like really my religion, like that. And then I started playing with bands, and then I play guitar like Eric Clapton. I was like pretty late, like 19 years old. I went to my teacher, and then he was like what a great guy. He played with Zucchero, played with Mina, we played like with Gianni Morandi, like people. Adriano Celentano was like a session guy, but he played for a lot of people, and it was like really amazing. And he started me from the scratch. So if you feel like this is like, I didn't know anything about guitar. I was like a showman. I was playing around, but then like even play this. This is like, blues, kind of like, because I wanted to know more. And then, but in the beginning, it's like that. And I was going to bed, actually. Actually, my first teacher was Chico Santulli from the group Italiano, Tropicana. Yeah, remember that song?
Yeah.
So I went to record by some music from the Blues Brothers to his studio, and he told me, Alex, you need to know how to play an instrument. So he put me the guitar in my hand, and he tuned the guitar in the way that I could play with just one finger. So I started, and I went to bed with the guitar. I was like, I fell in love, because it's strange how life goes, because I used to have a classic guitar hangout, on my room wall, and I didn't want to like play because my parents like gave me for a gift, but all the CD and stuff, but I didn't have like a switch, like a snap of light of inspiration that this guy Kiko gave me, and then Claudio Bazzari, my teacher, taught me for 10 years or so. And then in the beginning do this really slow, a lot of stomach ache because you have to like also adjust your finger. It's not usual, it's unusual. And then you practice also, because with our conscious mind, because it's stupid, we are trying to, it's like driving a car. In the first time, you have to be careful, and you have to be focused on how to drive your wheel and see the switch, everything. You have to be aware.
Careful.
And then everything, when you start doing, when you feel cautious, everything goes in the subconscious, and then I can talk. I can even talk when I play. It's all great, but in the beginning I couldn't do this, playing and sing like that. So a lot of time. So it takes practice.
Yeah. But what kind of gear do you use? What kind of guitar do you have?
You can see in the back there my first Gibson Les Paul.
Okay.
In America, I still have my guitars there. I have one Gibson Gold Top, one ES 137 that it looked like it's a Birdland, kind of like a Birdland. Here in Milan, I have a Gibson Birdland. So I'm a Gibson guy. I also have a Stratocaster. Strat. But no, I think I'm a Gibson guy.
Yeah, I see it. I can tell it. And talking about music in general, when did you get into rock music? Do you remember what artist or band got you to say, this is it?
Okay. Like I was telling before, Elvis Presley, Jerry Lee Lewis, Elmore James, John Lee Hooker, the Blues Brothers. I was into this music, the soul, the rhythm and blues. But then I was 14, and then my first album was High Voltage actually the first one was Stiff Upper Lip from ACDC. And that really got me. I said, wow, I love this combination between blues and rock and roll. I love the riffs. And I started eating those albums, and then came Ted Nugent, Van Halen, all that stuff. So
yeah. And now what kind of music are you listening? For example, what did you listen this week, if you listen something?
Oh, that's a good question. So there's a good band from Germany that I really like. They call Hardbomb. I don't know if you ever heard about them.
Yeah.
Hardbomb?
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw them. Was it last
year?
Really? Yeah.
Where? Nice. Where?
Here in Pori, in Finland, at the Pori Spere. And I took photos of them, when they were on stage. Yeah.
How you like them?
Yeah, it was a good gig, very energetic. Okay. Yeah, so.
Yeah, also they remind us a little bit of Airborne too.
Yeah. Am I remembering right? I'm not sure, but yeah. So I try to remember everything. Was last year when it was, where it was, but I think that was, maybe.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
You mean? Oh, okay.
I have to check because I can't remember, but yeah. And so
I really love the last Judas Priest album that I saw them in Milan with Saxon. Oh, Jesus Christ. I love them so much. I mean, I'm not a big fan, but the last two albums, like Firepower and oh my God, what's his name? Not Windshield, Shield. Aspetta, com'è che si chiama? Mamma mia.
I'm quite bad to remember name of albums and all those things. I try my best, but my memory is not is not good anymore.
Invincible Shield. Invincible Shield.
Yeah. And do you remember which was your first? What was your first gig, rock gig that you attend? That you went to see?
Oh, my first. I think the first gig that I saw. I mean, like a band.
Yeah.
Okay. ACDC. I guess it was
Okay.
ACDC, and then ZZ Top. See, because ACDC. First one was ACDC.
Yeah.
In Turin. In
When?
Turin, 2001.
Yeah. Okay. And how was? Because sometimes we all have those expectations. Was the gig that good as you expect? Was it even better or was worse?
No, it was even better. Like you see your heroes coming alive. Also was good because it wasn't the old stadium, so they took like a piece of it, and I could see Angus like dressed in green, and Brian Johnson was all black. I saw the old band. It was like, oh my god, they're here. I'm really like into this, and I still remember people like at my side were like, oh, look at that Angus that he's doing. Oh my god, he's great. It was like like a ritual. We're there all the same to like singing their songs, and you can feel the good energy coming from like this. It's amazing. I was like, oh, and I was like, that's what I told you. Like I came out that stadium. There was like, one day I'm gonna play live shows like this. That was my first snap of light like this.
Yeah, that's great. It's always great when, in particular, the first gig that you attend give you that something that change your life in a way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What was yours?
My first gig, the first gig that I attend was in Trieste. Was that 2001 maybe also?
Oh, me too.
And it was in Trieste in the Palasport, and was Blink 182.
Oh, okay.
And as opener, as opening, as support, there were the Deftones were playing.
Okay.
And 14 years away. 15 years old. I was 15 years old. Cristina didn't know anything about different genres music. For me, music was music, and I just enjoy everything that sounded good to me. And it's quite fun when I think that when I was a kid, I was enjoying some metal music, for example, but I didn't know that was metal because no one told me. But at the same time, I was enjoying also some pop and Eurodance and things like this. So then it came, I was introduced to, metal music through Nightwish, Sonata Arctica, and Children of Bodom, and all those Finnish bands that brought me here at the end.
Dimmu Borgir.
I saw Dimmu Borgir actually for the first time last June.
Okay.
Or July.
Nice.
June, it was end of June. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's fun when you have been listening to a band for a long time, and then you see live. It's interesting. It just brings memories.
It's very interesting.
Yeah.
It brings up memories, of course.
Yeah, but let's get to the questions, because there was a question for you, or maybe two. Now I have to find it. It's here somewhere. I should stop to post so many things on my Facebook, so it's easy to find it. But there is Maura Marcher.
Marcer again,
And
Marcer.
Marcer.
Grande Maura.
So I'm going
She
to ask
follows
in
me all the time.
yeah,
See?
I'm going to
Got a
ask
big follower.
in English so everybody can understand.
Yeah, right.
How does your riff and lyrics start? How do you get inspiration when you
Okay.
get a riff? How does it work?
So I really get into what is the music of inspiration from playing guitar and being inspired by all these amazing guitar players that I also listen to it. I want to have them live on by my music, like in a modern way. Like I used to listen, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Richie Blackmore, Angus Young, Ted Nugent, but also like I'm putting all these music into my fingers that I want to have them, getting out as it's like unleashing a beast of powerful music and that you feel in your soul, like blues, rock and roll. Like I see myself when I play my guitar on stage. When I want to have its freedom to be completely out of the cage, out of the box, and unleashed by my music, and I won't have my music guides me into what is the realm of happiness, enjoyment, because I want to see myself. When I play that riff, I want to be sure that I'm going to enjoy it in 10 years. In fact, what happened with my first song was Call of the Wild and Bad Love, and then, Bad Boy Rocker, I still love it. It's all, every song is my baby. So I really, I never get used to not to love them. Like I love them so much. And when I start playing the riff, I make sure that I like it. And so it start running into my mind, running into my soul, and I like it. I don't want to also be like, I don't want to copy too much. So I think all my inspiration come from all these amazing people that I listen to, but I want to give my touch. I want to give my craziness, happiness, the blues that I come from, because I come from the blues, the rhythm and blues. I have James Brown in my head. I have Elvis Presley. All these people like running into. That's what I was telling you before. Like I have the drum beat, and I see myself on stage while I'm playing those, riffs, and then the lyrics comes later. Sometimes, I have the chorus coming, and I need to go to the guitar and start playing it. But then really, it's rare. I play guitar first. Yeah, it's like it's an attachment from my body. It's like, whoa, I need to be my my. How do you say, like, yeah,
Continuation of
my
your
continuation. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. But now let's get to my jar of random topics and see what we are going to talk now. So let's pick, we are going to pick two. So the first one is best moments. So if you think about your life, what's the best moment of your life? The one that you feel like it was one of the most important, if not the most important one.
Wow.
It's a hard one.
You mean like professionally, or in general?
In general. But if you want, if it's too much thinking about in general
No,
to
that's
choose
fine.
just one, you can also go
Like
professionally.
I can't have you. I know the answer because like we were talking about before. I think this is my best time of my life. right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I really enjoy it. You are nice, you're kind, and I really into the moment, and I'm having fun. And I thank you so much for being here and let me,
Thank you.
uh, like talking about my stuff, my music. So this is the best time of my life right now.
Yeah. Nice. Then let's pick another one. Let's see what we are getting. Let's see if there is something different from other times. I feel that those two are quite often coming out from the jar, but it's embarrassing moment. So if you think about your musical career, for example, on the stage, did it ever happen that you did something wrong or something embarrassing happened?
Well, I have a couple, I guess. So I was in Lucerne. It was like New Year's Eve. So I remember I was playing with my band, and I was like giving everything I got, give it all out. And at one point, I see this guy drunk coming to the stage, and I was like, oh, like a zombie. And it was my pedal board there. He had a beer, holding like, and I was like, okay, but I'm kind of nice with people, so I'm really like trying to have fun. So, but luckily there was also people who were helping me, so they brought him downstage. But then something also happened to me, embarrassing. I remember one day I was in Los Angeles, and it was the Mint, the club, the Mint, called the Mint. Ray Charles probably played there, and it wasn't embarrassing, but it was good. So I mean, I remember this girl coming on stage and putting on her knees and start doing like, oh, Alex, oh, Alex, something like really like out of. Uh, I didn't expect that, so it was
Yeah.
embarrassing, but it was kind of cool. So embarrassing, embarrassing. Maybe one time happened that my guitar, uh, because I'm really picky on when I play. Everything has to work. Okay, so if something doesn't work, I'm a Virgo, so I need to like be everything like had to be set up.
Yeah.
So I remember this gig was like, oh, the guitar receiver wasn't, didn't work. So I feel embarrassed because I want to give to people everything I got in that moment, and something doesn't happen, I feel like shame and blame or something like that. So, but I have the plan B, so I just switch it into the amp, and that's it. But in that moment, I feel embarrassed because I don't like it.
Yeah. Yeah. It makes sense. It's you know uh, well, people are not aware that we start this interview way before, but we had some technical problems, and for some reason nothing was working, at least with my audio. Well, so I felt that embarrassing moment, because I was okay, I have to do this interview, and then I cannot provide good a good how to say, platform where to do it. I was like, oh my god, why is not working? Why everything is like this?
Uh-huh.
Then computer just shut down for some weird reason at the
Okay.
moment. But yeah,
But
here
see,
we are. Yeah.
here we are. So that's in the past, and who cares?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we
But
we have the
it's fun to
solution.
thinking
I know,
about.
but thank you for saying that, because we were there. I was there for you. We were calm, and
Yeah.
we found out the way, and now we are live. So you
Yeah.
know
So, and everything is fine. So,
everything is great.
yeah. But now let's talk about the most important topic, that is pizza. You told me that you love pizza, and that's amazing. But what's your favorite pizza?
My favorite pizza is the vegetarian pizza because I like to see all the vegetables on it and I can really enjoy the taste of the ground. I like the colors of
Yeah.
those veggies. I really like the mixture between the tomato, the mozzarella, and eggplants. I can see pepperoni. I can really see zucchini. I really like it because it's really full of stuff. I like also margherita, but when I see like more stuff like that, and I can feel like full, like with good stuff, makes me happy.
Yeah. Yeah. And then there is the question, because the world is divided in two: pineapple on pizza and pineapple not on pizza. So, what do you think about this topic, this important topic that divide the world?
In Los Angeles, I found out that I really discovered this beautiful match between watermelon into the salad. So uh, between like the salt, because you put the watermelon on this like mm, form that it's made by Himalayan salt. So you
Yeah.
put the watermelon in cubes, and then makes it like a little bit cooked just to make to get the flavor, and then you put it into the salad, and it's so beautiful. The taste, it's delicious. But pineapple on the pizza, no.
You know, now that you were saying about the watermelon, I remember my first time in Finland before, way before moving. I went to a place to eat, and they had those big salads. And I took one, and there was watermelon inside of it. For me, it was weird because I don't like having a sweet and salt together. I'm a bit picky when it comes
Hmm.
to taste, but yeah, I ate that. It was okay. It was watermelon in the salad makes more sense than pineapple on pizza in my opinion.
Yeah, also because if you try to put the watermelon on this in salt, like Himalayan salt, it's really like gives a like a really nice texture. I give it a try and was like, wow, this is really interesting because it wasn't that sweet. It got really nice taste.
Yeah. And where did you eat the worst pizza?
Ah, nice. Okay. I think it was like a drugstore in Los Angeles somewhere, and was like a slice of pizza that I should have never never done that. But like a little tiny pizza that you, when you're really hungry, you're like you would eat like a car, everything like really like a tire or something. And you can see that little piece of like art that is not actually pizza, but
Yeah. And where did you eat the best pizza?
the best pizza here. There's a lot of beautiful places here around. Also, I think there's a nice restaurant here where they make pizza in carbon, like it's a carbon, like the flour combined with carbon.
Yeah.
It's carbon flour, so it's
Yeah,
black.
yeah, the black one, yeah.
The black one, yeah, the black one. There's another restaurant really cool, and it's a little thin, but also like a lot. I like when the pizza has. It's like a Napoli. It's made by I think a Napolitan style that has the curve,
Yeah.
fluffy, and you can put the ricotta inside. So it's like
Yeah,
it's
that's
really
that's
cool.
the best. Yeah.
The best
Yeah. Yeah. But now there
ricotta
is
cheese. Yeah.
yeah. Now there is the moment of the question, because um at the end of every interview I ask each of my guests to leave a question to answer the question that the previous guest left and to leave another question then. So now it's the moment that you are going to answer to a question, and then you can leave a question that can be whatever you want. Anything. So the question that the previous guest left is, why everybody tell that Finland is a summer country, but Finland is a winter country?
Okay.
So he experienced that people were telling him all the time that Finland is a summer country, but he was thinking, why it's actually winter country?
Winter,
Why someone?
exactly.
Yeah. So what do you think? Why people are telling him that Finland is a summer country?
Because they feel their heart is warm, because they love the country. So I think they enjoy it.
Yeah.
And maybe the time in summer where can be hot, a little bit warmer than it is. Maybe they enjoy it. Some places.
Yeah.
Being around outside, I guess.
Yeah. I was also thinking maybe, it can be the festivals, because there are a lot of festivals.
Yeah, a lot of music.
Summer, and then there is those long nights, long day. I mean, the sun is not really going down.
Yeah,
so
also for that.
That's maybe. But as an Italian, when I thought about Finland back in time, it was always like winter and Santa Claus and things like that. So it was for me it was a surprise. But apparently, someone think that Finland is a summer country. So,
welcome.
but it's a winter and a summer country. It can be both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I like this vision of the festivals. That there's a long day. The day is longer, and you can enjoy more outside. Here in Italy now, we have the sunset at like 7 p.m. and 7:30, and I don't like it. I want the sun to be like up all the time.
Here is going to be dark pretty soon. In November, and November is bad.
Okay.
December is Christmas time, so it's a bit more light up, and hopefully there is going to be snow, so the snow is going to help, because if there is no snow, it's just dark. Why the snow gives some light.
Okay.
But yeah, it's time for you to leave a question for the next guest.
Okay. For the next guest, so have you ever tried? Well, I would ask, have you ever tried pineapple pizza?
Well, you can ask. So it's a good one to relate to metal pizza.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So we are at the end of this episode of Metal Pizza. So thank you so much for being my guest. It was a pleasure to talk with you, and I can't wait to hear your new music. So let's hope that it will be released not in too much time.
Okay.
But would you like to say something to people that are watching or listening this episode?
First of all, thank you so much, Cristina. It was amazing to having me here with you, and all your people. They're gonna see this even live and on your channel, and they can follow me on my website, alexcolerocks.com, my Facebook, Alex Cole, YouTube, Alex Cole Rocks, so they can see my videos. I have a lot of live videos from my shows, from Bad Boy Rocker, the official video from the movie Senior Moment, with the movie scene cut in it. It's on my YouTube channel, Alex Cole Rocks, and even here, this is my Italian channel, but it's all great. I mean, like, people need to understand everything it's doable. If we really feel that we can do something, it's gonna be happen. But stay strong and make really like something beautiful for your life, and be inspired by music and play every day. Live the present, live in the moment, because that, like I said before, is the best day of your life, because that's the best moment of your life. And don't forget it, like breathe, meditate, walk, and eat well, eat good pizza. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Cristina. Thank you so much, everybody.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
Stop the video.
okay. I'm gonna stop. I'm
Yeah.
gonna stop the live. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I thought you were like, see, I was
Yeah,
into this.
no.
I was into this. So no, thank you very much, Cristina. It was amazing, and we stay in touch. Okay.
Sure. Thank you
Okay.
so much, and see you soon.
See you. Good night.
Good night.
Bye. Bye.
Bye bye.
Rock and roll.